A few months ago, Marie's home was filled with roaches. Because of her health and age, daily chores like dishes, vacuuming, sweeping, and mopping are very difficult for her to keep up with.
I can't clean like I used to because the older you get, you just can't do.
After her husband of 39 years passed, depression also hindered the want to keep up with household chores.
My husband took care of everything. I didn't know nothing, how to write a check or nothing. He done all that.
With both mental and physical health in the way, German roaches had taken over the home. Over time, the problem would affect her eating and sleeping habits.
Yeah, they was on the counters and climbing up the walls. At nighttime, I'd lay there. I always have a night light on and see one or two. And I'd say, well, I know when I go to sleep, they're going to be on me.
After Marie's failed attempts of using over-the-counter products, her daughter, living 12 hours away, reached out to us for help.
B&T Pest Control, how can I help you?
When Josh arrived to the home, he realized Marie was dealing with way more than just roaches.
Losing the love of your life and going into that deep state of depression, not feeling like you're that top of the world kind of person, just down in her luck, just didn't want to do anything anymore, stuff like that. And I knew right then and there, we got to get her taken care of.
With the problem being bigger than expected, Josh called in Gene for backup.
He's like, no, you got to see this. He opens up the cabinet, and they're just on top of each other. It's probably some of the worst that I've seen.
Taking the phone and turning it over, and they just plummel right on out. Everything that you picked up in that house, running, dropping, falling.
Running everywhere.
We started from 9 o'clock that morning, and it took us almost 3.5, 4 hours to do the first initial.
2 weeks later, the three of us returned. Armed with 2 HEPA-filtered vacuums, the plan was to do a second treatment and suck up every roach in sight. But as Gene checked around Marie's bedroom, things got a little more complicated.
I hope that's roaches and not bed bugs, though. That's the bad part here. Roach droppings were everywhere. They were on the bed. They were up top. Let me just look. Sometimes it's hard to distinguish roach from other things. So we didn't expect much. I'm like, it could be, but it is bed bugs.
Hey, Miss Debbie. I really don't want to have to tell her daughter this.
Also found some evidence of bed bugs.
Shit. I don't want to be that person on the other end of the phone call to hear that.
On top of everything you've been dealing with, on top of we're already talking about, hey, there's so much clutter, we're having a hard time treating for roaches. The only thing that clutter makes harder to treat for than roaches is bed bugs.
She's tried telling her mom, getting rid of stuff, and it's hard. Again, there's a lot of cherishable memories.
There needs to be a deep clean. She needs to have somebody come in here.
Could we do it? Kind of help this lady out? Go ahead and get it stabilized, cleaned, and do what we can do to help this lady out.
This bedroom here, it is a pull everything out.
Yeah.
Now
Rent a
we've
dumpster.
got. That's where we cannot go. I know a lot of things need to be thrown away. A lot of things, if we throw it away, they're like, oh, that was my $400 piece of fabric.
She's the sweetest lady you'll ever meet, and she's by herself.
Yeah.
How much can one person do at that age?
I'm on both sides here. That's where it gets funny of like, well, what can I throw away? What can't I? And in this situation of having to get so much thrown away and making so much room, I don't know how to price that, how to start, how to tell anybody I can do that because I don't know what you're going to allow me to throw away.
It's not just that room. Take a look at this one.
Oh yeah, I hadn't even gone in there yet.
Look at the German roaches on the bed. It's just crazy.
Left not really knowing what to do, we decided to do what we could at the time and started to clean.
It's wet and moist. I should not be able to feel that through a rubber glove.
Well, Josh cleaned.
Look, I'm doing this part. You can do that part.
I'm doing this part.
We got you an outfit.
I'm doing this part.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm doing this part. And I'm still debating on what to do with that.
That's got to go out, dude.
Open the door. Open the door.
As we moved to the living room, we realized we hadn't even seen the worst of the problem. Every cushion we moved, every crack we looked in, infested. Even with the upcoming heat treatment being able to take care of the roaches and bed bugs, this furniture was past the point of saving.
This thing needs to be thrown away.
A lot still needed to be done before we could solve this problem. So much needed to be thrown away, but we couldn't be the ones to make the decision on what. So after another phone call with Debbie, she told Josh,
I'll see you soon. And gave her everything that she needed, what needed to happen. And sure enough, she went through with it. I pulled up that morning, the day we were prepping. I think I sent you and Gina pictures like, it's here.
Seeing that picture, it's like, we can do this. Hey, this is going to happen.
starting off the morning in high spirits, the mood would soon change.
It felt great, like we're giving her a new start, and I felt terrible because we're throwing away everything she's worked for her whole life.
She was happy at first, and then when she started digging up old memories and bringing back that loved one that she's seen that's no longer here, dude, she walked away.
That's why I didn't record a lot of that. Like, I felt weird running around with a camera as we're throwing all these items away.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't feel right about that. Like, the lady had told me I could record the process. It felt too close to home. And that, like, I got a couple shots of you guys, like, throwing some stuff in the dumpster. But, like, while we were in there going through her stuff, like, I didn't feel okay with that.
Just like you say, it didn't feel comfortable. Having somebody to come in and do what y'all done, I'll be honest.
But we got it done. The house was now empty, and we could finally solve this problem. The next day, the three of us returned. We opened up 2 windows, and with the help of a series of fans, created a draft from one end of the house to the other. 122 degrees would be enough to take care of the bed bugs, but we needed 136 to get rid of the roaches.
That's at 120, they're scampering.
Throughout the day, we would go inside and check temperatures, make adjustments to our airflow, until the entire house was above 136 degrees
143, 156.
and no more insects were seen moving. With Debbie's plan to remodel the home for her mother, she asked us to remove the carpet from the home. After a long day, we all finished up. All 3 very excited to come back and see how the house looked, but more importantly, to see how Marie was doing.
Like a new person. After I got my rug and my paint and everything in, now I come in here every morning, 5, 6 o'clock, get me some coffee, sit here and then just enjoy it. And it is a good feeling.
The change in the homeowner was probably the biggest change. She's like, and my furniture's coming, and I'm getting caught. And she was just excited about all these things that were coming.
Yeah, I don't mind staying home now. I enjoy it, where before I plumb dreaded that I'd stay out in the yard more than I'd stay in here. But like I said, after I got y'all just brought me up.
We also had one more thing for Marie.
We want to make sure that we're with you for a long time. So for the next year, we're going to give you free pest control to get you taken care of. So that way you'll see me every month, and I'll be here to spend some time with you and get you taken care of. Make sure this problem never comes back again.
I get to watch her grow for that 12 months.
Help was needed, and the lady accepted the help. And that is something that I think everybody can make use out of, and it's not a bad thing to need, accept, or ask for help in any given situation. And I think that is what I got out of this the most.